You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. Spartan Athletics on the Internet.
Welcome back to the Lee Athletic Center, ladies and gentlemen, for Game 2 of the 2013 District Tournament. Round 1 here going on. If you were lucky enough to see the first game, you saw a lot of good basketball, at least after the first couple minutes, of the Lady Spartans at least. Struggling with Mount Juliet Christian. They will get back on track. Still a lot of basketball we play. Lady Spartans, a big winner there. 57-18, the final score. We look forward to now St. Andrews Sewanee versus Webb. Webb, the home team, in their green jerseys, and St. Andrews Sewanee, the road white. But mind you, point out something interesting right before we came on, and that is the head coach Ricky Norris of Webb has a new starting lineup in. We're used to seeing guys like Brandon Neighbors, Justin Jenkins, Austin Cox, Burton Sampson, all those kind of guys playing. But a different group tonight. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, they're not playing tonight. You know, impact players. Webb coming in with the #1 seed, so they're a definite favorite. And I think Coach Norris just doesn't want anything to happen to his guys because he's going to need them on it tomorrow in the championship game. So he's letting them rest. But if this game starts to get out of hand with the Spartans with a big deficit to overcome, no doubt he will put them in to win this game.
Well, we've seen just about in every game that Webb's had some depth on the bench. So, and we've even seen all 5 of the starters come out for all 5 bench players. Yeah. So I think these subs can get it done. And we've seen them get it done before. They should get it done tonight.
1:20 to go until tip-off here, and still, even after this game, we've seen one game, about to start our second game of 4. There will be games tonight at 6 and 8 o'clock, and then more basketball tomorrow. We will not have the broadcast. We'll be off to the state swim meet. We want viewers to listen to that as well. A lot of action coming tomorrow from Allen Jones Aquatic Center on the campus of the University of Tennessee. And looks like we're going to have a national anthem and then starting lineup. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, it'll be starting lineups and then tip-off. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
We sell products basically to anybody that's putting wood together. That could be home builders, and in the construction market we sell lumberyard dealers like your 84 Lumbers, and locally here Christmas Lumber and others. We sell people that build pallets. We sell Sea Ray boats and a couple other boat building companies. We do business with Clayton Homes, which is manufactured housing. Our customers also build furniture, cabinets, and again, most anything wood to wood.
So tell your friends if they have any stapling or fastening needs, come down to Duo Fast in Knoxville on Paper Mill Drive. Come back, y'all. See you soon at Duo Fast.
Welcome back, Spartan fans, the Lee Athletic Center, and we'll quickly move into the starting lineups. We'll start out with St. Andrews Sewanee School, the Mountain Lions of St. Andrews Sewanee, coached by Coach Zietler. At point guard, you have #1, Eric Baynard. Guard, #2, Alex Tinsley. #11, Tanasha Zimwa, number 22, Levi Higgins, and number 23, James Beasley. And the new starters for the Webb Spartans in this first district game, head coach of the Spartans is Ricky Norris. It will be Dean Mignard, number 1, number 4, Kevin Gormley, 10, Chris Zion, 20, Frank Romano, and 33, Liam Willoughby. With Willoughby and Mignard down low, Romano at the point, Zion and Gormley, the 2 wings. Andy, this is a good look for the Spartans. Just shows their depth and how they're able to bring a whole new starting lineup out on the floor and be confident in that lineup.
Yeah, it really does, and they also have to change their whole entire game strategy when they put in this lineup, because when their first starters, they pretty much have all guards in that lineup, and with this one they got a post Willoughby, and they got another power forward with Dean Mignard, so we'll see what they can do with the big men in this lineup.
Kevin Gorm with the ball, top of the key, tries to drive inside, pulls up a runner in the lane, no good. Fought for the rebound, tipped out of bounds, going to stay with the Spartans. Guarding Gormley was number 23, that's James Beasley. Inbounding underneath is Kevin Gormley. Gormley finds Romano. Romano thinks about the shot, now comes around a couple screens, pulls up, free throw line jumper won't drop. And St. Andrews Sewanee pushes it quickly up ahead to number 2, that's Alex Tinsley. Tinsley back out front to Beasley, who resets the offense. Gives it to Bernard.
Yeah, you can tell that these starters are pretty excited to be in there. Not really throwing up the best shots right now, but they'll start to fall.
Number 22, Levi Higgins, dumps it off. Tanasha Zimbois. And a pass almost intercepted. It's Tinsley who will end up with it. And then over to Zimbois. So a little confusion here for St. Andrews Sewanee. And then it's going to end up with Beasley. Gives it to Bernard. Drives inside. Then a nice dump-off pass. Missed the lay-in is Tanasha Zimbois and Webb to push. 0-0 the score. 1 minute of play in the books. Chris Zion on the left side. Gets a screen from D. Mignard. Top of the key, Willoughby. Willoughby hand off to Frank Romano. Gives it to Mignard. And they're going to say the clock. One clock shows 15 seconds remaining and the other shows 6:41. One of the referees saw the clock with 15 seconds on it, called the whistle to stop play. Webb will inbound underneath their own basket. Romano comes off a screen from Mignard and resets for the Spartans. Zion gets a screen from Willoughby. Willoughby wide open to the basket. Works on a much smaller number 1, that's Eric Bernard, and he misses the lay-in.
These shots are going to have to start falling for the Spartans if that second team wants to stay in there.
Ball tipped around and finally taken by Levi Higgins after a missed shot from Beasley. Beasley to reset. Guarded out front by Zion. He'll kick it to Higgins. Tinsley. So again, Higgins drives all the way to the basket, off the glass, no good. And a good rebound by Kevin Gormley. And a timeout taken by head coach Ricky Norris. 5:56 to go in the opening quarter. No offense yet, 0-0 our score. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back. You'll see the Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
Duo Fast in Knoxville, a proud supporter of the WOW Network. I'm in the warehouse here at Duo Fast in Knoxville. They have all your nailing and stapling needs. Next time you're building a house or a tree house or maybe a dog house, come down to Duo Fast in Knoxville on Paper Mill Drive.
So Webb to throw it in, and they do with Kevin Gormley. He'll cross the timeline. 5:50 to go. The opening quarter. Good move by D. Mignard to the basket. Uses his body and size to make a good move on Beasley and get the bucket.
D. Mignard's a real underrated player on this team. Practices a lot more than anyone I've seen. Used to sit outside of that middle school court and shoot all day.
Tinsley, a great pass to Eric Bernard, and fooled Romano with a head fake. and drove right by him to the basket. Gets the lay-in. 2-2 the score. Kevin Gormley to reset. And a good move to the basket by Gormley. He'll miss the layup. No good. And a rebound by Eric Bernard, the point guard. He'll push in transition for St. Andrews Sewanee. The Mountain Lions. Gormley tips the ball. Webb on a 3-on-2. Romano, no look dump off to Gormley. He takes it to the basket, draws the foul. Cannot get the bucket, but Gormley will go to the line for 2. Man, that was just good recognition there by Frank Romano. Saw the 3-on-2 and then a good no-look pass right into the hands of Kevin Gormley.
Yeah, it definitely was. As Gormley stole the ball, but it hit the floor, and Romano picked it up, went with it, saw Gormley was open, and did exactly what he needed to do and hit him. And Kevin didn't make the shot, but he got to go to the line, and he made the first.
And misses the second. So Webb only with a 3-2 lead. End of the game is number 32, Andrew Heizenrader. And a turnover. Chris Zion to push all the way to the basket. Goes up on Heizenrader, and he's fouled. So Chris Zion's going to get a chance. At the line for the Spartans. Zion hits the first of 2 free throws, and number 11, the freshman Alexander Berube, looks like he's going to replace the shooter. He'll stay sidelined, and Jacob Scott for St. Andrews Sewanee runs to the check-in booth, and 22 Tucker Reddick also for the Spartans will check in. Zion comes out. Webb has 6 players on the floor. Finally, that is solved. William Wilby comes out of the game. And that's going to be a quick foul as soon as Alexander Berube came into the game.
It looked like a travel to me. He didn't really dribble the ball and took a couple steps, but ref thought otherwise.
Berube draws the quick foul, and then John Reed into the game for Tucker Reddick. Webb into a full court press. It's going to be Eric Bernard who takes it for St. Andrews Sewanee. He's guarded by Romano. Gormley guarding very tightly Andrew Heizenrader. It's going to be Zimbois. Gives it back to Bernard. He'll try to drive on Romano. Good spin move, kick out, and a 3-point shot on the way, no good. Air ball by Heizenrader, and here comes Berube. The reset to Frank Romano. Good look to Kevin Gormley underneath the basket. Can't get the shot to fall, but he's going back to the line. A good look from Frank Romano.
Yeah, once again, Romano at the 3-point line saw Gormley down low and then drove and drew a couple men towards him and found wide open Kevin Gormley down low. Got fouled and can hopefully get 2 points at the line.
Yeah, one thing that Kevin does pretty well is he goes up real strong with shoulders up and really puts the ball away pretty well. And if not, he gets fouled usually.
Gormley has drawn 2 fouls tonight and 4 attempts. Gormley has 2 makes, 2 of 4 from the line tonight. 6-2 Spartans in front with 4 minutes to go. And a good play by Berube to force the turnover. Tucker Reddick in a push. Reddick pulls up, baseline jump shot. It's going to free throw line jumper falls for Tucker Reddick. A good shot there.
It was a quick shot too. Really didn't have much time to think about it. Just stopped and pulled up.
Reddick gets Webb's lead to 6, 8-2. Bernard guarded by Romano. He's just going to have to dump it off to Josh Owens. Owens gives it to Heizenrader. Guarded by Berube. Back to Bernard. Drives right by Romano. And gets a shot blocked by John Reed. Here come the Spartans in transition. Kevin Gormley to the corner. It goes to Berube. Good screen by Reed. Jump shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Frank Romano. Baseline fadeaway won't fall. And John Reed gets the rebound. Goes up. Good move by John Reed. Using not the the biggest guy out there, but all the way to the basket, gets the bucket, and then a quick foul underneath.
Definitely a great job by John Reed. Ball was on the floor. He picked it up and thought, hey, might as well, and went up with it.
Yeah. Right man in the right place for that shot.
A couple of substitutions for the Spartans. Big guy number 23, Cole Sams, enters, as well as Chris Zion.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Cole Sams develop in his basketball career, because you can see the potential. He's got the height for sure, but he'll be good.
And the basket's going to fall for number 23, James Beasley. 10-4 the score. Berube on the left side. Drives baseline. Jump shot will fall, and with that, Webb going to take a quick timeout. Alexander Berube gets the bucket to fall. And with that, we're going to take one as well. Actually, it's only a 30-second timeout. We might as well just stay here with you. 12-4 the score. So, you guys, we're starting to see a lot of younger guys that don't get many minutes at the varsity level. No starter has played tonight, and I doubt they will if it keeps out the way it's going. 12-4. What's been the key for these guys? I'll start with you, Mike.
Well, so far the key has definitely been they've had a lot of ball movement. Frank Hermato leading that, really, and they've done a good job of getting open down low. Kevin Gormley especially, and also a good job of getting to the line.
And then very quickly all the way to the bucket, and then a very hard foul. Cole Sams. Tough to keep that when that body gets going. Tough to slow it down.
A lot of inertia going with that one right there.
making the bucket and going to the line is Josh Owens. Sams comes out, replaced by John Reed. Free throw on the way, good by Owens, and just like that, back to a 5-point game, 12-7 the score. Zion controls for Webb. Kevin Gormley kicks it back to Zion in the left-hand corner. Zion stops, picks up his dribble at the right elbow. Berube, top of the key, looking for something down low. Can't find anything. Good crossover by Berube. Dribbles out of what could have been a deadly trap over there in no man's land. Zion drives to the basket, goes up. No basket, but Berube gets the offensive rebound and goes up. He's going to be fouled. 2 shots out coming for him.
You know, Berube here reminds me of a younger Chad Neighbors when he played for the varsity team. Same size, quickness, really gets to the basket well, weaves through the defense.
Berube's free throw is off the back of the iron, no good.
Haven't really seen him put up a 3 yet, but I know Chad did that pretty well too when he played for Webb.
Berube's second free throw is good. Chad's brother Brandon, a starter for this team, he will still has his warm-up on. And again, driving all the way to the basket. That's 2 straight plays. Josh Owens has just ran all the way down the floor and just throw it deep to him.
I can't imagine Coach Norris is happy with that, because that's just sloppy defense.
Willoughby misses the lay-in on a wide-open look. Great pass from Zion. Gets his rebound and misses it again. 13-9. And it's going to be Bernard quickly. St. Andrews Sewanee.
Interesting matchup as you've got Kevin Gormley on Eric Bernard, who's one of the smallest players on the floor, guarded by one of the biggest guys in Gormley.
Berube comes out and Romano comes in.
Yeah, Gormley will surprise you with a little quickness every now and again. He can move his feet on defense pretty well.
Gormley going to set it up at the point. 1:17 to go in the opening quarter. Gormley, a great move to the basket. Misses the lay-in. Mignard gets the rebound. Goes up, quadruple teamed, and gets it in off the glass. Dean Mignard.
And again.
All the way to the basket. It's just too easy. Number 3, Josh Owens, 7 points, 6 of which have come off of that fast break. Zion shot no good. Offensive rebound. Gormley to the basket, and he's going to be fouled. Oh, it's an offensive foul. A charge. Good position there by number 22, Levi Higgins.
You know, it's not a hard fix to just put a man behind him so he can't get that breakaway, but they're giving it to him. They're playing in front of him.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly
crazy.
right. And finally, there was no deep threat that time. And it's Andrew Sewanee having trouble getting across the timeline. They will do so. And a good move there by Tinsley all the way to the basket and then turns it over.
Yeah, I don't think that's the man they want running point guard.
Absolutely not. He got it across the timeline and then decided he was going to take it to the bucket himself.
Yeah, and threw it across the baseline.
Yeah. Giving it back to the Spartans with under 30 seconds to go. 4-point game, 15-11 to score. And that pass off the hands of Wilby. And another turnover for Webb. Andrew Sewanee right here. Only down by 4 and a good move by Bernard. All the way to the basket. His shot won't fall. And then couldn't get the offensive rebound and put back by Levi Higgins. Makes this a 2-point game. 7 seconds to go. Romano drives. Good look to Gormley underneath the basket. And he missed the layup.
Well, that can't happen.
Levi Higgins and a half-court fire from Eric Bernard is not going to fall, but I will tell you this, a great closing 4 minutes for St. Andrews. Sewanee gives this a takes it to a 2-point game, 15-13. Andy, that was anything but varsity level there in the last 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, that was sloppy. Norris is putting these guys in, expecting them to get the job done, and right now they're missing easy shots. They're not playing good defense. The press is subpar, and hopefully they do better this next quarter.
On the defensive end, though, it hasn't been terrible. Almost all of St. Andrews Sewanee's points are coming off of 3 straight plays where they sent Josh Owens running down the far sideline here. They connected. He got the lay-in 3 times and an and one once.
Yeah, definitely. On defense, when St. Andrews Sewanee gets ready in their half-court set, Spartans have done a good job of making them turn the ball over with their tight defense, face-to-face defense. And like you said, Andrew, that's not really been the problem. It's been the fast break points where they just throw it over the Spartans' heads.
Yeah.
It's been the press.
Too easy.
And a shot tipped out of bounds here as we start the second quarter of play. 15-13 our score from the Lee Athletic Center. St. Andrews Sewanee a chance to take the lead here. After a tough first minute and a good steal by Dean Mignard. Hustling back on defense to cover him is Beasley, and possession's going to stay with Webb. Good job by St. Andrews Sewanee not to let that fast break turn into points, giving them a chance to set up some type of defense. Gormley inbounds to Mignard. Drives inside, goes up, gets blocked, and then ball tipped around. Wilby saves. Gets to Frank Romano. Romano drives, fakes a pass, goes up, shot off the glass, no good. Ball's tipped around. It's still going to remain with the Spartans, so a couple offensive chances here, no points, but we'll keep the ball. 15-13.
Right now, the Webb's just not playing with any finesse at all. They're just throwing it up there and expecting it to go in and just going off the rim. It's a little too hard.
Mignard goes up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Alternate possession going to stay with Webb.
Yeah, they haven't really. They've gotten good looks, but when they advance the ball down low, they've kind of gone up with it with too many defenders in their face.
Mignard backing down, a great move on number 23. That's Beasley. Mignard gets 2 more points to his name.
It's a good little fake to the right and spin it around to the left, put it in.
And then there to take that is Bernard. He'll pull up at the free throw stripe. Won't get the bucket to fall. Webb pushing. They have a 4-on-3. Liam Wilby overhead toss, reverse lay-in's going to go for Liam Wilby.
Very nice.
And then way down the court was Eric Bernard. Frank Romano fouled him, preventing an easy basket. You know, that there are some good fouls, and I think that's one that Frank just had there.
It was a good foul, but he shouldn't have been that open in the first place,
yeah,
really.
True.
If I was Norris in the situation, I'd just abandon the press.
Andrew Sewanee. Tinsley all the way to the basket. He dumped it off, and the shot wouldn't go for Higgins. Webb going to push now with Mignard. The big fella taking it at point. Frank Romano head fake and a great pass to Kevin Gormley, and he traveled. He went up, knew he was going to get blocked, and just came back down with the ball.
Yeah.
As Coach Norris not quite laying off the press, but he's going to set it up to where he's got Gormley back a little farther.
He's going to get a half-court press. That's definitely smarter the way they've been beaten.
And a timeout taken by Coach Zietler of St. Andrews Sewanee. And, well, the Spartans have scored 4 points here to open up a second quarter of play, preventing St. Andrews Sewanee from getting any on the board. 19-13 the score. Mine, I'll look to you first here. Eric Bernard, number 1, and Josh Owens, they come flaring out all the time. What does Webb have to do to shut down those two quick guys?
You know, on the floor, they're two of the quickest guys that are out there. And really their main points have come where they started about half court and they just dashed to the basket, and it's almost like a football pass where whoever's inbounding the ball for St. Andrews Sewanee will hit them.
Yeah. And a quick pass, number 23, that's Beasley. They had turnover. Here come the Spartans in transition. Kevin Gormley dump off to Mignard and another charge. Second time Gormley's picked up the offensive foul. And Alexander Berube going to come in for Kevin.
Yeah, these refs are just handing out charges today. Didn't see a lot of contact on that, but apparently enough to draw the charge.
St. Andrews Sewanee inbound. Levi Higgins with it. Swings it over to Beasley. Beasley takes it across the timeline. He's trapped there, splits the double team. And then a great look underneath the basket. The shot won't fall. Number 22, that's Levi Higgins. Berube going to push. Almost a turnover to Frank Romano, and Hilliard's going to take a top of the key to reset. Chris Zion dials up a three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound by Mignard. Works baseline, he's going to step on that baseline. Turnover. And St. Andrews Sewanee going to get it. Webb going to remain in this press, and Liam Wilby comes all the way to the half-court line to prevent any type of pass to go beyond. They don't have a man on the throw-in man, allowing somebody to drift way back. They've been burnt too many times.
Josh Owens.
And as I say that, Mike, good eye. Josh Owens was underneath the basket. Wide, I mean, he was wide. There wasn't anybody within 10 feet of him. Couldn't get it to him, then a foul on Frank Romano. That's Romano's second foul, I believe. He will come out of the game for John Reed, excuse me. That's Romano's third personal. So he will have to take a seat on the bench, and Eric Maynard at the free throw line can't get the bucket to fall. We saw this in the girls' game, Mine. You got to capitalize on the road. When that clock is stopped and you're trailing, got to hit those free throws.
Yeah, definitely. 6 points. A very little lead. A great pass from Berube to Reed down low. 6 points, not big of a lead. Now 9, or 8, excuse me. But, I mean, hit your free throws and you're in it. And there it is again.
Josh Owens. It's almost like he's invisible out there underneath the basket.
He's definitely under the category of poacher for the baskets today.
He's finding him right and left, 21-15 to score. And then a bad pass from Mignard. That's going to be a Spartans turnover. St. Andrews Sewanee to reset. Boehner drives all the way to the basket, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound by Zion, and Webb pushes, 3-on-2. Berube goes up, cannot get the bucket to fall, but he'll go to the line for 2. 3 freshmen there running the break for the Spartans.
And that's definitely going to help Coach Norris. And, with both the boys and the girls team, relatively young teams, a combined total of 3 seniors. And this game will definitely give some good experience to these younger guys for the Spartans.
Berube hits his first at the line.
Definitely, this team's looking good for next year too, but they're losing really 2 really good starters for that Spartan team. 2 players that have been playing for a long time for this program, and they'll be missed for sure.
A big Division I player in Burton Sampson, and then a Brandon Neighbors guy, player who's just does anything. He doesn't really, he's not a flashy player, but
he
man,
leads,
oh man, does he really lead this team.
He leads by example, and he hustles. He'll play as many minutes as you want him to. He seems like he doesn't tire out, and he's a really good passer.
Yeah, and going on that minutes, he actually heard during the senior night ceremony, he's actually the Spartans' leader in minutes played in the last 4 years when he's been here.
That's pretty good stuff for him. Berube shot's going to fall. Alexander Berube having a good game.
I think this is starting to turn in what Norris expected from the start.
24-15, and a good trap. A lot of noise, and he traveled. Number 10, that's Casey Willis, travel with the ball. 24-15 now. Andy starting to open up that lead, like you said, a 9-point advantage right now for the Spartans. Zion dumps off the mid-yard, just all the way to the basket. He's going to lay it in. St. Andrews Sewanee starting to see the game slip away a little bit here in the second quarter. 3:35, and another turnover and a timeout by St. Andrews Sewanee. A full timeout, meaning we're going to take one as well. So with 3:35 to go in the opening half, Webb leads St. Andrews Sewanee 26-15. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network.
Hey, after a Spartan touchdown, why don't you touch down at your local shrimp dock? With locations in Bearden and Farragut, the Shrimp Dock is owned and operated by Webb parents and is the place to get your shrimp, scallops, and the only place in Knoxville to get fresh fish. So come on into the Shrimp Dock. Tell them Boomer sent you and enjoy the freshest seafood in town.
Welcome back, Spartan fans, to WOW Network's coverage of Webb athletics on the internet. 26-15, Spartans over the Mountain Lions of St. Andrews Sewanee. Berube gets a screen from Cole Sams to Chris Zion on the left side. Zion, good cut by Berube. Shots off the glass, no good. Mignard hustling for the rebound, and it's going to be controlled by number 10, Casey Willis, who's going to slow it down. Owens pass. And there's a player down for St. Andrews Sewanee. Chris Zion to Alexander Berube, and a player down for St. Andrews Sewanee. That's number 32, Andrew Heitzenrader.
He's holding his head, so hopefully all is all right.
I didn't see what happened. Maybe he just knocked himself on the wood and is just a little bit shaken up right now. Hopefully that's all that happened.
He was diving for that basketball, and his head smacked the ground and never got up. And here he comes off on his feet. Heitzenrader, one of the key players for the St. Andrews Sewanee team. They need him out on the floor. But in now is Eric Baynard, who sat the last 2 minutes of that first quarter where the Spartans made that big run. It will be St. Andrews Sewanee underneath their own basket after an Alexander Berube lay-in. Mountain Lions, and quickly a pass, almost a turnover. Eric Baynard lucky to hang on to that one. And tipped around. Willis controls it, back to Baynard. Eric Baynard gives it over to Beasley. Working on Zion, nothing doing. Top of the key to Baynard, drives. 3 guys, and they're going to call a blocking foul on number 22, Tucker Reddick. Excuse me, on number 11, a push from behind. That's Alexander Berube. So into the 1-1 goes Sanders Sewanee. And at the line is Eric Baynard, the point guard. First free throw is no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled. That's the thing you can't do when you're trailing on the road. Almost a turnover, saved by Chris Zion. To Dean Mignard on the right side, drives baseline to Tucker Reddick in the corner for three. Fires it off the mark, no good. Rebound by Zion. Just goes back up with it, in and out. Then Mignard gets an offensive rebound. Baseline fadeaway, no good. Owens battling for it, and a couple guys diving. Jump ball, possession to Sanders Sewanee. So a lot of offensive rebounds there. Webb really crashing the boards hard and getting rewarded for it. It's gonna be Casey Willis, excuse me. James Beasley up to Bernard. Swings it all the way left side across the floor, driving baseline. Airballed his shot. That's number 3 or number 2. Alex Tinsley. They're going to say that's off of the Mountain Lions possession to the Spartans, 28-15. About to the half here, where Chris Zion will control it. To Dean Mignard. Tucker Ragnow gets a screen from Mignard, and that's going to be a foul. They're going to call it travel.
Tough luck there for the big man Cole Sams. Looked like there was a hand on his arm, but couldn't break free, and they called a travel on him.
Tough break for the big fella. But in any case, Sanders Sewanee trying to split 3 guys. Was number 23, James Beasley. Beasley got a timeout call. Didn't look like he had possession of the basketball, but they will say they're going to reward Sanders Sewanee with a timeout.
I can't imagine he'll be upset about that one for too long, because this game is sort of getting out of proportion for the St. Andrews Sewanee team to come back.
Yeah, only a 13-point deficit, but it's just the way it's been trending lately. Can't find many offensive looks, and Webb getting a lot of chances to score, and second chance opportunities really hurting this Sanders Sewanee team. A lot of offensive rebounds, mind. That anytime you get beat on the glass, it usually means you're going to be beat on the scoreboard as well.
I can't remember more than 2 or 3 points they've had this quarter. It's been rough on the offensive side for St. Andrews.
The only points coming from Josh Owens, number 3. Inbound is Alex Tinsley. He'll get it into Eric Bernard. Makes a spin move and finds number 23, James Beasley, cutting on the baseline. Couldn't control the pass and out of bounds.
It was really a good pass from Bernard. Worthy of a put up and through the basket, but just didn't happen.
Chris Zion to take it up the floor for the Spartans. Spins out of a possible screen. And a good look from Berube to Tucker Reddick. Can't get it to go, but the tip in by Dean Mignard is good.
You got to love a good tip in from someone his size.
Yeah, we've seen him doing it all night. He's always up there crashing the boards, and most of the time it turns into points for him.
Yeah, he plays a lot taller than he actually is. He's got good strength down low and pretty good ups, too.
Yeah, he does. That's Alex Tinsley on the left side. Going to give it to Eric Bernard. Baseline shot by Casey Willis is no good, and then rebounded by Berube, and he's fouled. So Webb will throw it in right in front of their bench with a 30-15 lead, and we only have 26 seconds to go in this half. Zion, pass intercepted. He was looking for Sams by Beasley, and he was looking for Owens, and he overthrew him.
Yeah, Owens was streaking down that sideline, but really had a wide open shot too, but the pass just wasn't there.
Chris Zion. There's 15 seconds to go in this half. Zion to Tucker Reddick. 10 seconds now, back to Zion. Trying to set something up. 4 seconds now. Berube with 2. Pulls up, jump shot. Got it to go with the buzzer. Good shot by number 11, Alexander Berube.
Pretty.
As the clock was winding down, takes us to the end of this second quarter, first half of play with Webb in front 32-15. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, scoring totals, first half analysis. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. Welcome back, Spartan fans, to the Lee Athletic Center for second half action between St. Andrews Sewanee and the Webb School Spartans. Webb with the lead, 32-15. It was a slow end of that first quarter. St. Andrews Sewanee mounted it to 2 points, 15-13 at the end of the first, and only 2 points scored by the Mountain Lions in the whole second quarter. Webb pumped in 17, and they now have a 17-point lead. Good stuff for them.
Yeah, definitely. As the Spartans really turned it up defensively and were able to force many turnovers, and they got to the line a lot more and were able to hit their free throws.
Frank Romano gets the bucket to fall as he cuts to the basket. St. Andrews Sewanee with it now, and point guard Eric Baynard breaks the press into the corner with Alex Tinsley. Tinsley fires the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Chris Zion. Zion to push here to Kevin Gormley. Gormley into the corner with Liam Willoughby. Willoughby kicks it back out to Zion. Set up for a shot, but the pass was a little bit off the line. He'll pull up, foot inside that right elbow, and that's his spot.
Yeah, it definitely is. Great shot there by Chris as he just pulled up and nailed it.
Zion gives Webb a 36-15 lead. Baynard dumps it off to Beasley. Beasley drives on Gormley, goes up, shot blocked. Willoughby with the rebound. Gives it to Zion. Chris Zion gets a screen from Willoughby. Pulls up at the free throw line, off the front iron this time, no good. Defensive rebound by Levi Higgins. Romano pressures the ball and called off. James Beasley takes it up for the Mountain Lions.
As the Spartans not pressing, but coming with an aggressive defense.
Baynard, Josh Owens to check in for St. Andrews Sewanee. Baynard drives, kicks back out to Alex Tinsley on the baseline. He's guarded tied by Liam Willoughby, and then Frank Romano gets the steal. Webb pushing Romano, almost gets it stolen from him. Pulls up, the free throw line, shot no good. Tipped around, rebounded by Liam Willoughby, who goes back up, misses everything on that one. Another offensive rebound by Willoughby, and a jump ball called. Alternate possession will give it to St. Andrews Sewanee.
And on Willoughby's shot there, he had a good take, and seeing that he was above everyone else, but just wasn't able to get it off the glass. And Andrew, like you said during the girls' game, sometimes for a post player, the square back there is their best friend.
Yeah, it really is. Another turnover for St. Andrews Sewanee. Turnovers will really take you out of a game. Romano, good move. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Won't go, but a rebound by Josh Owens. And a quick pace this time by Eric Bernard. All the way to the basket, loses the handle, can't finish. Alex Tinsley gets the rebound, kick out. Three-point jumper on the way, off the mark, no good. That shot was by Beasley, and then another offensive rebound by Baynard, the smallest guy on the floor, and he'll reset for the Mountain Lions. St. Andrews Sewanee. Baynard gets it stripped, Gormley. He's got the whole floor to himself. All the way to the basket. The lay-in's good by Kevin Gormley.
Great job by Kevin Gormley picking up the ball there and just no one in front of him. Easy basket.
Defense leads the offense, and it did right there. Romano almost gets the steal. Eric Bernard to reset here for St. Andrews Sewanee. Beasley with it, working on Romano. Drives inside, just throws it up off the glass, and they're going to call a foul on number 10, Chris Zion.
And that'll send Beasley to the line. And, free throws really can either keep you in the game and put you out of the game. 3 points sitting for you right at the line. No time zone off the clock. I mean, you got to make them. Big
free throws upcoming here for number 23. That's James Beasley, and tough night at the stripe tonight for St. Andrews Sewanee. Not many free throws falling for him. Beasley missed it. Misses both free throws, and Frank Romano going to take it. Berube pulls up at the free throw line. Shot won't fall, but the big Cole Sams underneath. He's just a big old mass, and when he gets it, very talented as well, puts it in for 2.
Yeah, definitely a lineman in football, and he's showing his agility there on the basketball court. And with that last foul on Romano, previous possession, that's 4 on Frank.
And that is big. Frank Romano acted like he was going to pull up. Good head fake, dump off Demon Yard, and he traveled before he got the shot off. A turnover for the Spartans. Gives it back to St. Sewanee, who have struggled, to say the least, to get near the basket this quarter. No points. And Webb just furthering that lead, 40-15.
Definitely, as Webb's up 25. And St. Andrew Sewanee needs to make sure they get a high percentage shot every possession, because if they can't do that, then there's really no point in them shooting the ball if they're just going to throw it up.
Josh Owens on the right side. Drills it back out, looking for a new offense here. Andrew Heizenrader drives to the basket, just throws it up like he said. It won't fall, and Alexander Berube to push. Pressured tightly out front by Eric Bernard. Gives it to Frank Romano for the Spartans offense to set up. 2:50 to go. 40-15 to score. Driving to the basket goes Chris Zion, and he's going to be fouled on his way up. Good recognition there, by Zion. Knew there was a guy running his tail, pump faked, and then drew the foul on the second attempt.
Yeah, definitely a great move. Chris knew that one way or another he was either getting to the line or getting some points. As he was right there, was about to use the glass to make a lane and goes to the line, hopefully to convert 2.
Zion hits the front end of his 2 free throws, his 3rd point here in the 3rd quarter. Romano checks out, as well as Minyard. Tucker Reddick in, and John Reed for the Spartans. Zion's 2nd free throw is good. Chris Zion, a real bright future for the Spartans.
Definitely is. Chris Zion, and then some JV players in Alexander Berube and John Reed coming up to play with the varsity, getting some substantial playing time as well. And this shows Coach Norris that he's going to be all right losing these 2 big seniors.
And a good shot there by number 10. That's Casey Willis. Pulls up, and 2 points will fall before we hit the 2-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Zion drives all the way himself. No good, and a rebound by number 32, Andrew Heizenrader. 42-17. Beasley tried to connect with Heizenrader again, can't get it. But the first points were scored by Casey Willis on a sweet pull-up jumper from the left elbow. We take the 2 minutes now. It's going to be Berube on the right side. Gives it to Tucker Reddick on the left. Back to Berube, top of the key. Takes a dribble inside, pulls up a jump shot, no good. Zion skies for the rebound, same with Cole Sams. And that foul is going to go against Andrew Sewanee, number 10, Casey Willis.
You know, that's just something they didn't really want to happen there. They've got
Webb
2
inbounds.
fouls.
Zion goes up and he draws another foul. And, well, you know it's going against Casey Willis, so 3 seconds, 2 fouls.
Not the kind of math you want to be hearing if you're Coach Zietler over there.
That's exactly right. Zion continues his hot streak at the line. Zion's 2nd free throw, I black at him. He missed that one, but it's going to stay with the Spartans. 43-17, 1:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. Webb inbound it with Berube. He'll give it to Tucker Reddick on the right wing. Reddick picks up his dribble, nothing doing, goes inside to Cole Sams. He gets his shot blocked, so it's going to stay with the Spartans. And we'll do it all over again. Just a few seconds off the clock. Same position. Berube gives it back to Reddick on the right side, and he'll pull out and reset a full offensive possession. Berube now with it. Gets a double screen. Dumps it off Reddick. And it's going to be Cole Sams to Chris Zion. To Tucker Reddick. Inside to Cole Sams. He missed the lay-in. Gets an offensive rebound. Goes back up and he's fouled. Can't believe he missed it. But Alexander Berube, a great feed inside there, Ryan.
Definitely great feed, great look by Alexander. And Cole Sams was ready for it. Just when he went up for it, hit right there in a little spot in between the rim and the backboard. And, you know, Cole is upset with that, but at least he gets the chance to get those points back at the free throw line.
So Sams hits first of 2 free throws. Second free throw off the back iron, no good. And then a rebound by number 14, Jacob Scott. Same man who committed the foul. Number 32, Andrew Heitzenrader, dumps it off. Beasley, top of the key. Reddick went for the steal. Andrew Heitzenrader fired a 3. Way off on that one, and Webb in transition here. Berube gonna back it out and reset. Over to Tucker Reddick. Had the 3. Good head fake. Drives the lane. He's going to be fouled going up.
We kind of got sandwiched from both sides there. And foul ends up getting called on number 3, Josh Owens. Sometimes when that happens, when you get hit from both sides, you keep it straight and keep on going.
Reddick at the line.
The Spartans opt to not have anyone down low to try and get that this rebound. There's 49 seconds left in the third.
Checking in for Owens is Sam Smith for the Mountain Lions, number 5. Riddick's second free throw is good as well, so 2 at the charity stripe for Tucker Riddick and Sanders Sewanee. 46-17 the score. Lucky to keep that one in bounds as Sanders Sewanee. Casey Willis had to fight for that one off a bad pass by Beasley. Beasley the man with the ball. Crossover, good spin move. Jumper from the free throw line won't fall, and it's going to be Webb basketball.
That was a good move and try on the turnaround, sort of a hook floater. I don't know how to describe that. I don't know how you can describe it,
yeah. Wasn't a jump shot. Yeah. Wasn't a floater or a hook. It was
just kind of put it up there.
Yeah. Almost went in. 13 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 46-17. Zion drives to the basket. Good look, good pass to Berube. 4 seconds now. And 1 second and a half-court heave by number 23. Off of the backboard, no good. That shot from James Beasley will bring us to the end of the third quarter. The score, Webb 46, St. Andrews Sewanee 17. When we come back, fourth quarter coverage, you're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. Welcome back, Spartan fans, as we begin the third quarter of play. 46-17. Riddick fires a three off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound by Eric Maynard. Quickly in transition. And getting a shot blocked by John Reed is number 22, Levi Higgins.
Great
Berube.
swat there by John.
Lucky to save that one. Gives it to Frank Romano. Romano back to Berube, and he'll reset. Riddick, good move to the basket.
Ooh.
And then a look, and he slammed his head down hard underneath the basket. Second St. Andrews Sewanee player hit his head hard on the ground. That time is number 22, Levi Higgins, but he gets credit for a charge. So Higgins seems to be okay. Ran down the floor. Whew, we could hear that one though.
Yeah.
That was a knock for sure. Gets credit for the charge, and it's going to be St. Andrews Sewanee ball. 46-17 the score. We want to remind you 2 games upcoming in this district tournament. The WOW Network glad to provide first day coverage. And how about that shot by Alex Tinsley, going to find the nylon as we hit 1 minute of, or excuse me, we're under 7 minutes of play here in the third quarter. And driving to the basket, they're going to call a foul. 2 shots upcoming.
And there he is. You know, Cole Sams does that every time he gets the ball. If he's got the opportunity, he's going to try and take it to the basket. And if he doesn't score, he's most likely going to be at the charity stripe.
So here comes Cole Sams. The big fella's first free throw is good. So Cole Sams doing what he can from the free throw line, mind. He's 2 for 3 so far tonight. Hopefully he can make this one. And in and out, so 2 for 4. I just got to hold my breath next time. Resetting Eric Maynard, guarded by Berube. He is so elusive.
Definitely.
St. Andrews Sewanee finally finds an outlet in the form of Zimbois. He gets it to Higgins, and it's going to stay here. St. Andrews Sewanee going to say that's off the Spartans.
Yeah, it looked like Team Yard almost had a takeaway, but just lost the handle as he went to turn around.
And Berube gets the steal. And Berube all the way to the basket. He's going to be fouled going up. And they're going to call a personal foul there, or intentional, excuse me. So 2 shots and the ball for the Spartans. Not what you want if you were St. Andrews Sewanee.
Not at all. So they're going to pull everyone back and
A couple of the players confused as Levi Higgins heads back.
right here, it's a great opportunity for the Spartans to put points up on the board. 2 free throws, no one around you. Berube not able to hit the first. Hopefully you can hit the second. Then you turn around, you get the ball right back.
So Webb going to inbound underneath its own basket with a 48-19 lead. Riddick on the baseline, pulls up. He gets a shot blocked by Josh Owens. Mignard gets it. He's double teamed, splits it, drives inside the lane all to himself, gets that shot blocked. It's going to stay with the Spartans.
All these guys out on the floor so quick with the ball. It's just impressive at what they can do. Eric Baynard for SAS, he's just elusive.
He is. Pulls up, jump shot by Romano, finds the bottom of the net. I play with him sometimes in the neighborhood, and I'm telling you, if that shot will fall for him, once it starts to heat up, it will really heat up.
Definitely, and that could pose a big problem for St. Andrews Sewanee, but
Owens misses the shot, and then Cole Sams gets the rebound. Webb in transition now. Riddick, good pass to Berube underneath. Reverse lay-in won't fall. Riddick gets the rebound. Stripped, Cole Sams gets it. Misses that. Tipped around, and it's going to be St. Andrews Sewanee with the ball. 15-19 now. And a turnover. Webb going to push it now. And a blocking foul is going to go against number 1. Eric Maynard. Second personal on him. 2 shots upcoming for Dean Minyard.
And that's the 8th on the team. So with 5:23 left in the game, Spartans are in the bonus.
Yeah.
As they lead by 32, it's
really all but over here.
yeah.
Minyard hits the second free throw. 53-19 the score. 52-19, excuse me. Webb way in front here of St. Andrews Sewanee. Taking it up for the Mountain Lions will be Eric Baynard. Up ahead to Andrew Heizenrader. Back to Baynard, drives to the basket. He won't get the shot to fall, but he's going to go to the line for 2.
So that's on.
First personal against Chris Zion.
And you know, with as much Chris has played tonight, it's only his first foul. So impressive.
Absolutely. Baynard can't hit at the line. Misses his first attempt. Second is just like the first, in and out. And Minyard's going to take it for the Spartans. He's going to push. Chris Zion. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spartans, and check it in for Eric Baynard will be number 10, Casey Willis, as we are exactly 5 minutes to go in this game. Romano to inbound underneath. Gives it to Zion. Good screen. All the way to the basket goes Chris Zion. Stops. Makes a nice move. Can't finish. Frank Romano fights for the rebound. It's going to end up with Dean Minyard. Zion underneath goes up and count the basket. He's going to go to the line.
That's what he was waiting for the first time when he pump fake. Great pump fake the first time. Was hoping someone would come down on him on the foul, and no one did. They stayed right where they were. That time, Chris waited a second, goes up, got the foul and the bucket.
Chance for 3 the old-fashioned way here for Zion, and he will do just that.
And he's a great free throw shooter.
Yeah, he is. We're under 5 minutes, 55-19 to go here in the ball game. It's going to be number 10, Casey Willis, to take it up for St. Andrews Sewanee. Heizenrader, a step-back jumper. Missed everything. Good rebound by Minyard. Up ahead to Tucker Riddick. Riddick all the way to the basket. He's going to be fouled on his lay-in. Good move there by Tucker Riddick. And the Spartans taking advantage of every opportunity, either making baskets or getting to the line.
Definitely is. If you're St. Andrews Sewanee, this is not at all what you want to see. Under 4.5 left in the game. Down by 36. It's just not been their night. It had a great first quarter, but then turnovers came.
Yep.
Not able to hit the free throws, and Webb just took over.
Yep. 57-19 our score. Almost a 40-point game. We're at 38 right now. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. Heizenrader for St. Andrews Sewanee up top, and a good look finds Owens underneath the basket. And that shot's blocked by number 21, John Reed.
You know, John wasn't fooled by that little pump fake that he came with. He just stayed straight up, and then when he went for the shot, swatted it.
And St. Andrews Sewanee gets it into Jacob Scott. And they will back it all the way out to number 32, Heizenrader. Saved by Scott. Good hustle, and Romano's going to come up with the steal. After actually it was tipped around, he never did get possession, but it's going to stay with the Spartans. Good hustle there by Frank Romano.
Yeah, great job of Frank. Loose ball. Just tipped it a couple times, got it out in front of him, and ball will never bounce on St. Andrews Sewanee.
Nobody was there to throw it in for the Spartans. Dean Minyard will do just that to Frank Romano. quick pull up. Looks really good. It won't fall. St. Andrews line with the rebound. 57-19 the score. Willis over to Heizenrader, who gives it back to Scott. Driving to the bucket. And I'll tell you, he's a player, that Josh Owens.
He definitely has. And one thing that he has improved on over this game is just driving in. And as Andy had said earlier, he was standing down there under the bucket and got those fast breaks. But now, anytime they get the ball, he'll take to the hoop and make it himself.
Absolutely. He only that was his first 2 points in the second half. He had 9 in the first for St. Andrews Sewanee, and he was really the catalyst to that comeback when he hit all those shots on those breakaways. It's going to be the Mountain Lions with it up top, guarded by Zion. Driving inside goes Heizenrader, and a good move back down, and a great turnaround jumper by Sam Smith.
That was a good shot. Started low, came up high, turned around, made it.
57-23 now. Minyard dumps it off to Berube. He's going to get a screen from John Reed. Berube to Zion. Chris Zion drives, and he's going to get the foul. He'll go to the line for 2 this game. The clock will continue to run here. We've passed, excuse me, they're going to reset it to 133, 57-23. Zion's first free throw is good. And that will be 5 fouls against number 3, Josh Owens. A big loss for St. Andrews Sewanee. And checking in for him will be number 4, 9, Lewick. Zion's second free throw is good. (59-23). Coming into the gymnasium now is the Ezel Harding basketball team. Their boys and girls will be in action right after this game. And Ezel Harding, one of the competitors with Webb in this district.
Definitely.
If those two teams are, if they're to meet tomorrow in the championship, it will be one heck of a game. Hope you can come out to the Lee Athletic Center tomorrow.
Sure will. As a week ago from today, last Friday night, Ezel Harding came here, and Webb came out with a win, both the boys and girls, but both of them were close games until the final buzzer.
And a 3-point jump shot, no good that time by Casey Willis. Under 50 seconds now. And finding Demon Yard is Alexander Berube. This is a very talented freshman and sophomore class. A lot to come in the future from these guys.
For sure. 30 seconds left in the ball game. SAS here just looks to get off a good shot, get it in.
Ball hit off the iron and out of bounds. Possession to the Spartans.
They probably just dribble out the clock here with 15 seconds left.
61-23 the final score. Webb's going to dribble out this clock as we tick under 5 seconds now. And that will be the end of it. The final horn will sound. The Spartans are victorious here at home in the first district tournament game. Webb wins over St. Andrews Sewanee 61-23. We'll come back with scoring totals and a quick wrap-up show. You're listening to Webb on the Web, the WOW Network. Welcome back, Spartan fans, to the Lee Athletic Center as we quickly wrap this game up for you. Andrew Robinson, Mayan Patel here, and Mayan, a lot of guys in the scoring book for the Webb Spartans. Dean Minyard had over 10. Kevin Gormley he had a lot of minutes in the first half, but he really played kind of like the point guard role in some ways. Didn't get many points, a lot of assists, good rebounding from Kevin Gormley.
Yeah.
He only ended up with 6 points. Chris Zion had 10. Alexander Berube had 10. That's just, these are my stats. I hope that they're right. I think that they're right, but you know what? We can't ever be for sure.
Right.
Frank Romano with 4. John Reed, 6. Tucker Riddick with 8. Cole Sams with 4. Or 6, excuse me, and Liam Wilby with 2. Those are not official stats, but regardless, all those guys in the scoring book tonight, it was just an all-around team effort, wasn't it?
It sure was. There's no one guy that they relied on, and as you saw that as Coach Norris was subbing in and out, and his starters didn't play that game as he wanted to give them some rest moving on into tomorrow. And luckily for St. Andrew Sewanee, it is not over. Lots of basketball left for them to be played, consolation games tomorrow. And so we wish them the best of luck in their games tomorrow.
We really do. And the final was an absolute stunner here. Webb will leave victorious tonight. They'll get some rest and come back tomorrow ready for action against possibly an Ezel Harding, maybe a DCA. We'll have to wait and see. Those games we broadcast to you as soon as we leave here. It will be the girls' game first. That game will be at approximately 6:30 between the DCA Wildcats and Ezel Harding. And then the boys will follow at 8 for some good basketball. 2 more games up ahead, 2 in the books. Both Webb teams will escape victorious. And you know what? Before we leave, we want to remind you that tomorrow we have the swim meet, the state swim meet, coming to you from Allen Jones Aquatic Center, a great venue. I went last year up to Nashville, and it was an awesome event, one of our biggest events in terms of viewers. We really hope you tune in tomorrow. Our coverage will start at 9 and finish at 9 p.m., a full day of swimming tomorrow from prelims to finals and even diving somewhere in the mix. We have a good time over there. We hope you can join us. Again, those times 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. from the UT Allen Jones Aquatic Center. Both teams win tonight. DCA and Ezel Harding upcoming, boys and girls. We hope you stick around. For all of our tech crew, Maya Patel, I'm Andrew Robinson. Until next time, dream of Spartan victory. Good night.